Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hello Word, the podcast where we explore the fascinating world of English vocabulary. I'm your host, Alex, and I'm thrilled to have you join me today. Our word of the day is collapse. Collapse, as a noun, refers to a sudden fall or failure. It suggests a loss of structure, strength, or viability. We use it in many different situations, from describing buildings to economies. So, let's dive in and uncover the different facets of this powerful word. Let's start with a clear definition. Collapse, as I said, is a noun that means a sudden fall or failure. It implies a breakdown, often unexpected, of something that was previously stable. Think of a building collapse after an earthquake, or a deal collapse during negotiations. It's a word that carries a sense of suddenness and often disaster. Now, let's explore some synonyms for collapse. This will help us understand the nuances of the word and broaden our vocabulary. Some good synonyms for collapse include breakdown, failure, fall, crumbling, and implosion. Let's look at some examples of how we can use these synonyms in sentences. The breakdown of the talks left both parties frustrated. Here, breakdown replaces collapse to describe the failure of negotiations. Next, the company's failure was attributed to poor management. This illustrates the general sense of failure and aligns closely with the meaning of collapse in a business context. The sudden fall of the government surprised everyone. This highlights the suddenness and unexpected nature, very much like collapse. The crumbling infrastructure is a major concern for the city. Crumbling paints a picture of gradual decay leading to potential collapse. And finally, the project suffered an implosion due to internal conflicts. Implosion suggests a collapse inward, highlighting a specific type of breakdown. Now, let's turn our attention to antonyms, words that mean the opposite of collapse. Understanding antonyms helps us appreciate the full scope of a word's meaning. Some antonyms for collapse include stability, growth, rise, construction, and success. Let's see how these antonyms work in sentences. The stability of the economy is crucial for investor confidence. Stability directly contrasts with the sense of falling apart that collapse implies. The company experienced rapid growth after the new investment. Growth presents the opposite of failure or decline. The rise in popularity of the product surprised the marketing team. Here, rise contrasts with the downfall associated with collapse. The construction of the new bridge took several years. Construction stands in stark contrast to the destruction or falling apart suggested by collapse. And finally, the team celebrated their success after months of hard work. Success is the opposite of failure, highlighting a positive outcome rather than a breakdown. So, we've seen the word collapse, its synonyms, and its antonyms. But how can we use collapse in everyday life? Well, you might say, I was so tired, I felt like I was going to collapse after a long run. Or, the housing market is showing signs of collapse during an economic downturn. You might also say, the chair nearly collapsed when I sat on it. These are common ways to use collapse in everyday conversations. Here are some more example sentences and phrases. The bridge is at risk of collapse due to erosion. The peace talks collapsed after the latest disagreement. The stock market experienced a sudden collapse. Her argument collapsed under scrutiny. He suffered a physical collapse from exhaustion. The weight of the snow caused the roof to collapse. There was a collapse in support for the political party. The entire system is on the verge of collapse. The wall showed signs of imminent collapse. The collapse of the Roman Empire is a well-studied historical event. So, as you can see, the word collapse is versatile and can be used in a wide range of contexts. It's important to remember that it usually implies a sudden and often negative event. It's a powerful word that can add depth and precision to your English vocabulary. To recap, we've defined collapse as a sudden fall or failure. We explored synonyms like breakdown, failure, fall, crumbling and implosion, and antonyms like stability, growth, rise, construction, and success. We also looked at how collapse is used in everyday conversations and various example sentences. I hope this has been a helpful exploration of the word collapse. Thank you for joining me on Hello Word today. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to the podcast and leave a review. Your support helps others find the show and learn English too. Now, for your challenge. Create your own sentence using the word collapse and share it in the comments below. I can't wait to see what you come up with. Until next time, keep learning and keep exploring the wonderful world of words.